Caravan family. Chapter 9. A Lovely Time in the Hay. Uncle Ned and Aunt Clara were simply delighted to welcome the Caravan family. They gave them a glorious tea and went out to see the two caravans. "This is my sleeping bunk, the topmost of all," said Anne proudly. "And look, our taps have running water," said Mike, and he turned one on. "And in Mummy's caravan there is hot water on tap when she has the fire going. I collect the wood for it every day." "It's all lovely," said Aunt Clara. "I almost wish I lived in a caravan too." "So you've come to help us with the haymaking, have you? Well, we want all hands then, I can tell you." "We'll begin tomorrow," promised Mike. "We will work just as hard as anybody else, because since we've lived so much in the open air, we have all grown strong and healthy." Next day the fun began. First of all, Davy and Clara to drag the grass-cutting machine. They pulled it along, and the knives of the machine cut the grass easily, leaving behind in piles. "How funny the hayfield looks now," said Anne, dancing in the short stems. "It's had its hair cut. Now can we begin to move the hay, Uncle?" "Move it as much as you like," said the farmer. "The drier it gets, the better I shall like it." The long-cut grass turned a grey-green colour and smelt delicious. Belinda said she would like some scent made out of it to put on to her hanky. The children rolled it about, threw it to one another, rolled over and over in it, and had a lovely time. Scamper the farm dog came to join them. He was a big collie, and had a fine time too. "He's haymaking as well," said Anne. Tried to bury him, sweet-smelling hay. But he wouldn't be buried. Everyone was pleased next day when they were given big hand rakes and told to turn the rows of the hay over so that the sun could dry the wet bits underneath. The children worked very hard. The sun shone down hotly, and Uncle Ned was pleased. "Just right for the hay," he said. "It will dry beautifully, and I shall get it quickly away and build into haystacks before the rain comes." "Then your cows will have lots to eat in the winter, won't they?" said Belinda. When the hay had been well raked and turned, the farmer said it must be got into neat windows, big long rows, all the way down the field. "Fetch Davy," he said to Mike. "Put him in that big horse-rake machine, Mike. Then lead him up and down the field. The girls will love to see how the enormous rake at the back of the machine puts the hays into long neat rows." The girls did like watching as Mike proudly led the horse rake up and down the field. Mike, the big steel teeth, slid under the hay and got hold of it. The girls did like watching as Mike proudly led the horse rake up and down the field. "Mike, big steel teeth slide under the hay, get hold of it," cried Belinda. "Yes," said Mike, "and now see what happens. As soon as the rake is full of hay, I pull at this handle, which lifts up the steel teeth, and then the hay is neatly dropped in a long row. Isn't it clever, Anne?" Before the evening came, The hay was all collected into windrows by the horse rake. Mike's legs were quite tired of walking up and down the field. Now to build the hay, cried Auntie Clara, who was helping the children. She liked them very much. She was pretty and jolly. She had brought them out a really lovely picnic lunch. The children helped to build the hay, all down the field. How pretty they looked in the evening sun, with their shadows slanting behind them. I do think the hayfield looks lovely, with its hay standing so quietly there, said Belinda. Mike, look, there's Anne fast asleep in the corner. Let's bury her in the hay. So they did, and soon there was nothing to be seen of Anne at all. She was just under the hay. Mummy was astonished to see no Anne, and went hunting and calling for the little girl, while Mike and Belinda ran away giggling. Anne heard her mother calling and woke up. What was this all around her? A funny blanket, thought Anne, trying to sit up. She called for her mother. Where am I? Bless the child. She's in the hay, said Mummy, laughing, and picked her out of the hay. Come along, darling, it's time for supper and bed. You're tired out. It's been such fun, said Anne, sleepily. What do we do next with the hay? As soon as I can, I shall take the big hay wagon to the rickyard, said her uncle. Some I shall store in my sheds, and what is left I shall build into haystacks. Can we ride home on the hay wagons? Asked Mike. It's such fun to do that. I shall lie on the very top of the hay in the wagon and look up at the sky, smell the sweetness of the hay. You shall do all that and more, said Mummy, but come along home to your caravan now. We're almost falling asleep on your feet. So back to the caravans they went, and fell asleep with the sweet smell of hay drifting in the caravan windows. What a lovely time they were having.